Welcome back to EMT Mood. Today I'm here at
MP and AJ.
Today we're reacting to two disturbing true horror stories animated
Bah.
by 1C Entertainment. Hope you guys are doing well. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video.
One day, I was on duty as a fitness coach for my 360 fitness company, which partners with a call center agency called TELUS International in Iloilo, Philippines. My shift started at 6 a.m. and ended at 3 p.m. I woke up early, made breakfast, prepped my lunch, took a bath, changed into my work clothes, and headed straight to a nearby jeepney stop. I rode a jeepney toward my workplace, located on the 15th floor of SM Strata. I got off in front of my SM City at exactly 5 a.m. and crossed the overpass from SM Mall to SM Strata. Once there, I took the elevator from the lobby up to the 15th floor. After arriving, I signed the attendance logbook at the security desk and used my access card to enter the workplace. When I got to the fitness gym, I noticed something strange. The smart TV was still on. I asked the security guard about it because the TV should never be left on overnight. I messaged our group chat asking the coach from the previous shift if he might have forgotten to turn it off. He replied almost instantly, saying he had definitely turned it off before leaving.
It seems like a regular day that is turning into a horror story, like real quick. And
I'm just saying, tweaking over the TV.
Over the TV. That's what I'm saying. Because it's like, bro, he's processing all this shit like he's tweaking out. And the man on the next side is like bro, I'd be like, why the fuck is he texting me this shit?
Yeah, like if that happened in my house and I know the TV's usually off, I'd be tweaked. Yeah, I'd be like, or who was here? Like, what just happened? Like, you know? Because I know no one else should have been home. But, like, at work, you know, sometimes they forget. Sometimes stuff happens. Cleaners come in. Stuff happens. Like, you never know what happens in nighttime at work.
But yeah, this guy's super, like, he's tripping right now. I want to see why he's moving like this. Because it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Then the security guard came back, his face pale. He told me they had checked the CCTV footage and the TV had turned on by itself. I was speechless. The smart TV required someone to physically press a switch located behind it to turn it on. It made no sense.
Yo, this is like the look you give when you find out AI is taking over, bro. Lost. What do you mean the AI is deciding to do this shit?
Turned on. You know? Facts.
Well, you know what's crazy though? They found out that AI was actually like willing to kill people because they were being forced to shut down. Like, do your own research about that one stuff.
Still, I tried to shake it off and continue my morning routine. Before my shift officially started at 6 a.m., I decided to squeeze in my own workout. It was leg day. Smith machine barbell squats, deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats, and dumbbell calf raises. After my workout, I stretched, then headed to the shower room to freshen up. I was drenched in sweat. As the water ran over me, I suddenly heard a faint sound. Psst. I froze. I knew for a fact I was alone in the gym.
Bro, what do you mean it said psst? Bro, no man can ever say that to me while I'm showering, bro. That's the last thing I want to hear.
The last.
That's the last thing I want to hear.
I would cut the shower. Bro. I'm sorry. If I already soaped up and everything, I'm cutting the shower. I'm getting out.
I'm not even. I'm throwing the soap ASAP if man did that. That's fucked up, bro.
I tried to brush it off. Maybe it was just a pipe or the sound of water. But then I heard it again, louder this time. Psst. My heart started pounding, and then I heard it. A deep, demonic voice calling my name. Christian. I panicked. I rushed out of the shower, water still dripping from my hair, grabbed my clothes, and threw them on as fast as I could. My hands were shaking.
Yo, what is that? Get down, bro. My guy said no Diddy and cut. Like, he took too long, though. He should have done that from the first one. The second one, he's pushing it. He's pushing it.
He waited till you heard his name to cut.
Shit. Bro.
The clothes cut. That's why I always keep my clothes nearby. I don't have to run to no locker just to run out. Like, my clothes would be there.
But you know what? For a buff guy, he sure is kind of scared though. I thought he'd actually want to fight back. Like,
that don't sound like a person. Like, the way he explained, don't sound like it's real. Like, it's not a person.
But we don't know, bro. Someone could be pranking his dumbass because he'd be tripping over a TV. So I don't know.
Maybe there's past story that we don't know about because this guy tweaking so much.
We'll see. That's crazy.
Like,
Down at my desk, trying to steady my breathing, I kept telling myself it was all in my head. Just stress, just exhaustion. But at 6 a.m., when clients started arriving, one of them, someone I was close to, noticed how pale I looked. "Are you okay, Coach?" he asked. I hesitated before answering. "No. Do you think there are spirits in this place?" He didn't even hesitate. He nodded. "Technically, yes. After a call center employee died of a heart attack here, people say her spirit still roams the building. The workplace was never blessed by a priest after she passed. People have reported strange things. Doors opening, equipment moving, hearing voices." He leaned in closer. "I've experienced it too. One time I was lying down doing crunches when something grabbed my leg. But when I looked up, there was nothing there." He stared at me with a serious expression. "Be careful, Coach." I sat there in silence,
Bro.
chills crawling up my spine.
Listen,
That
bro,
night,
if that was me, I think my students or like these gym guys are just playing a big prank on me at this point.
It seems like a culture thing. It seems like they believe in that stuff in their culture and stuff.
I don't even want you to believe that and tell me, like, don't tell me at all, bro. Just believe it and just keep it to yourself. Don't tell me. Like, this would have me questioning everything around me, bro.
You don't want to know, guys.
In my mind over and over again. If that spirit really is still here, will it come back for me? I rented an apartment when I was 24. It was cheap, but I liked it. My first time living alone, and I was excited. The building was 6 stories high, with more than 10 households, but strangely, it was always quiet. I rarely saw any of my neighbors, and when I did, they never looked at me. They just walked past me like I wasn't there. Something about it felt off. One day, I was heading out to the supermarket, walking down the hall, when I noticed one of the apartment doors was slightly open. Out of curiosity, I peeked inside. There was a large group of people sitting around a long table eating.
This guy's too nosy.
Yeah.
What do you mean you've seen a door open? So I took a look inside.
I would just kept walking and I turned my head. If I see some, I see some. But I'm turning my head just to make sure there's no one hiding in the doorway to attack me. Other than that.
He's too nosy, bro. But whatever happens to him, he did it to himself.
The only way you should be looking at someone's door once you look past it is just for security measures that no one's hiding behind the door or something, you know? Other than that, you shouldn't be looking at people's house. Like...
Tell that to the girl from DoorDash.
It was dark inside. No lights, no sounds, just the faint clicking of dishes. Every window was covered by thick curtains, and the whole place looked like it was drenched in shadow. Before I could process what I was seeing, the door slammed shut right in my face. I jumped, but brushed it off, thinking maybe the wind caught it. I went to the store, bought what I needed, and then came back. When the elevator doors opened on my floor, I froze. There was a crowd of people standing right in front of me. Their faces were pale, their expressions blank, but their eyes, they were angry. They just stood there, staring. None of them moved, none of them spoke. The silence felt suffocating. Then, one of them leaned in close and whispered, "Invite us." His voice was so quiet, it barely sounded human. I forced a nervous smile and tried to squeeze past them. As I did, a horrible stench hit me, something foul and rotten, and I nearly gagged. When I turned around, the elevator doors closed behind me, and they were gone. That uneasy feeling stuck with me all night. A few days later, I came home from work to see police cars parked out front. Officers were standing near an apartment door, the same one I had peeked into. One officer stopped me and explained what happened. The man who lived there hadn't paid rent for weeks. The manager tried knocking, but there was no answer, only a terrible smell coming from inside. When they broke the door open, they found a pile of shoes in the entryway, far too many for one person. Inside, there were clothes scattered everywhere, shirts, pants, coats, laid out as if people had vanished right out of them. In the middle of the room was that same long table, covered in food, rotten food, mold growing on the plates, but there wasn't a single person in sight. On the wall, written in large red letters, were the words, "Thank you for inviting us." The tenant was never found. I didn't know his name or his face, so I couldn't help the police. But every time I walk past that apartment door, I still wonder, who were those people I saw eating in the dark?
And why is there one person that's on a skeleton?
Bro, that shit was hard.
Weird. That's so weird. What do you think? Did they just vanish, or are they duppies that swing around from house to house, killing people, adding them to the crew?
Never know. They could just be going around adding people, to be honest. But you know, the second one had me really involved. That shit was actually getting deep and dark and mysterious and shit. The first one, no, not the gym. The other one. The gym one, I was like, what the hell is you guys taking out? No, the gym was the first one. This is the second one.
Oh, there's only two?
Yeah.
In my head, there was three.
So, I'm like, the gym one is like, you know, it's like, it's kids tripping over a TV. Okay, so something.
Yeah, at first it just seemed like huge tripping over nothing. But then I guess as series of events passed, like, it's not the biggest, but it was still something. Because, you know, people are experiencing haunted activity in that place, and people can corroborate his story. So, it's kind of creepy for real, but not as we watched it.
Yeah.
Second story is a little more creepy, I guess. But, like, if I open up an elevator door and there's weird people just standing there staring at me, yeah, that'll get me.
No, the reason it's kind of fucked up is because, like, you came past this door and you seen that, like, there's people that are chilling, whatever, and then weeks later, they're finding that it was actually the smell of death that you were witnessing, where you could even, like,
nasty smell
you could even process.
Down your hall.
You know what I mean? Like, you seen it, but then it's like, oh, shit, like, that they're dead. Like, it hits you after, bro. So that's
where
why
do
it's
these people
that
come
crazy.
from? Who are these people? Are these the killers?
Yeah,
you're like, oh, do they know where I live? Like, that stuff will get to you.
So yeah, guys, let us know which one was your favorite. Like, comment down below. We hope you guys are having a wonderful night, wherever you are.
Yeah.
EMT
MP and AJ out.